Well, Darranuna, folks. Here we are in Greenway, right next to a very busy road here at the corner of Athlon and Drakeford Drive. So we're riding Greenway today. Just a bit about what's going on here. So, named after Francis Greenway, who was convicted of forgery and transported to Australia, and ended up being Australia's first architect, or the first government architect. And then also was honoured on an Australian banknote, the $10 banknote we went to decimal. So probably the only convicted forger on a banknote. Anyway, Greenway behind us, established in 1988. As you'll see today in the video, still a lot of construction going on in the place. And with a whole lot of medium and high density living still being put into place. Anyway, I'm here riding with Tristan today, so enjoy the ride. It's a nice sunny day. We'll see you later. Cheers. It's a nice day for a ride though. It's I know what you did yesterday. But yesterday was a rubbish day with that wind.
We woke up and it was nice and calm at the woods.
Yep.
Then I got the fire going again, and
then the wind came through.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
I couldn't even get our hot plate to heat up the pan, so I went, fuck it, let's just go buy breakfast.
Is that right? Yeah. Far out. Yeah, I couldn't believe that we were at home. We heard stuff flying around the backyard or the front yard and things. It was just insane. Oh, so everybody, this is a brand new part of Greenway, by the way. We'll do the intro in a sec, but this is the brand spankiest bit of Greenway on the east side of Lake Tuggeranong, and there's more to come. I'm assuming this is the dodgy path. What does it say? Bandara? With a double R?
Yeah. I've got a feeling those ones some of them are government houses.
Okay. Oh, still U-turn here, hey? I'll start the intro now, I reckon, Tristan. How you going?
Good.
That's cool. So we were at the opposite the dog park, just talking about that on the way in, saying neither of us have been there for a while. So here we are riding through the suburb of Greenway. Neither of us have been on our bike since the last ride, which was through Wright, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I've been away for a couple of weeks, so I've got an excuse. Tristan doesn't have an excuse, so I'll just take that. And Bill's actually up there in central to south Queensland right now, chasing the sun. Good on him. So all they're brand new, aren't they, 3?
7-star energy efficiency rating.
Yeah, absolutely.
It stays 24 degrees all through summer.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow.
You don't need to turn your heater on early morning in winter.
New battery.
Not even the energy bills, just you get up and the house is warm and that's it.
Yep. But the thing about these things to stay warm in winter is they stay cool in summer. Yeah. Just the design is just so neat.
It feels like black magic, but
it's
legitimate. It's crazy.
And it's funny, I was never really a fan of that energy efficiency rating, but maybe it is driving change. Maybe it really did drive builders and the like to actually consider things differently.
Yeah, back when it used to just be done, 0 to 5, it wasn't probably too much of a factor, but now you're getting your 7, 8,
Yeah,
9
that's right.
star homes that can just exist without any heating or cooling, you go, oh, okay, well maybe it is a thing.
And I know they're all like a cookie cutter, but if you're getting these massive gains in your heating and cooling savings, which are a significant cost to the rest of us, like those who run houses and things.
Yeah.
And it seems that Tristan, as usual, it's bloody Bing Day. It was Bing Day last time we did it. Seems every time we ride us up there, it's Bing Day.
Just had a mini heart attack. I thought it was Tuesday and I hadn't put my bins out.
The old scout hall there, the Sea Scouts. My young fella did quite a few years there, had a great time. Bib place, let's set up here. Nice hedges. Everything around here is just like a little private development, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying I've just spent just done the overland trail from Cairns to Darwin, but we spent some time in Darwin afterwards.
Yep.
I had no idea how much Darwin had been bombed during the Second World War.
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
You don't hear anything about that.
No, that's right. More bombs were dropped on Darwin than were dropped on Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
Now, there was more sustained, it was over a much longer time frame. But yeah, we just don't hear about this history of Darwin. And it was fascinating. So the tour took us to a few of the memorials as we started approaching Darwin and the like. And it was just crazy. There was these runways built along the main highway, that's where they could keep falling back to.
Oh yeah.
And this is where the planes were taken off from. And I managed to get Fiona onto a scooter.
Oh, yeah, because they've got them up there.
They sure do. So we're going to do a bit of geocaching.
Yep.
And I said, so look, this geocache is probably about 2.5 k's away, from what we can see.
Yep.
When we looked at the map, it was actually a fair bit longer because you had to walk all the way around this.
Right.
I said, come on, have a go. She's gone, oh, okay. We get to the first geocache, she goes, that was fantastic. And so we spent the whole day on the scooters riding around Darwin. It was unreal. Oh, there's a little private driveway through there, look at that. Yeah, so we did this tour on one of those big four-wheel drive buses.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic time, great way to do, because you don't want to take your car on those sorts of roads.
No, that's right. And they've got all the gear.
That's right. Yeah. So Fiona and I were the youngest by probably a decade to 15 years. So that was a great group. Like, had a great time. Good personalities. All there to have a good time and enjoy ourselves and see what the world had to offer. The highlight of my trip, good letterbox. The highlight of my trip though was we were off Corumba. We went for a sunset dinner out on the sandbar.
All
So now when I thought of sandbar, turn left here and fill it in, come back. So when I thought of sandbar, I'm thinking, oh, there'll be some mangroves, because we could see the other side of it, because we're off the Gulf of Carpentaria here.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh yeah, it'll be like a sandbar, some mangroves and things like that. We're on this boat. Alright, you'll turn. We're on this boat and we're cruising out. It shows us a bit more of the other stuff around the bit they do the ports and the like, and a bit of the history of the area. Then we're heading out into the Gulf of Carpentaria. And we're heading out. And I'm thinking, these guys are lost, there's nothing out here. And the next thing he says, oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm thinking, you guys are insane. And then out of the gloom, and I'll put this in the video, folks, appears this little sandbar in the middle of nowhere. I shit you not, it was about 20 metres by 50 metres. Had some birds on it, pelicans and things like that. We beached up on it, had dinner and watched the sunset over the Gulf of Carpentaria.
Did not get washed away?
Oh, because it was high tide. So, yeah. This area gets dredged every 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
The big boats that come through, their clearance to the bottom is about 2 metres. So it's really shallow. It's actually very, very shallow, that area of the Gulf of Carpentaria. But that was just for me it was the highlight, because it was just so unexpected for me. Yeah. This idea of a sandbar, it was unreal. Little windy vane thing. Pelican Grove, very seaworthy like.
Yeah. The vast majority of Greenway seems to just be townhouses and that.
Sure does. Shoalhaven, it is very beachy sounding, isn't it? Oh, here you go. Who's Greenway named after?
No idea.
Francis Greenway. So you think? So Tristan's over there thinking, yeah, rightio.
Yep.
What's the big deal about this? Not a prime minister. The first government architect of Australia, and a convicted forger.
Oh, really?
He was actually transported to Australia as a convict.
Yep.
For forgery, and then became the first government architect of Australia. He was actually used to be on the $10 note. Back when we first went to decimal, his was one of the faces on the $10 note. So probably the only convicted forger in the world who's actually on a banknote of any sort. Sure is. I'll go down here and see where this goes.
Yep,
Oh, it does look like it, doesn't it?
Sure.
It's a nice area. I've never been through this part before.
No, I've never driven down this road. I think I did it once on a driving lesson, but I would have just been
fully focused on the
road.
It's actually quite nice. I quite like it.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
Must be the ones back on the
Yeah, the lake's just there.
The lake there,
Yeah, the lake's just right there. I mean, I hate to say it must be a bit pongy when the bluegreen algae's up. But gee, they're working hard on that though. They've got a lot of those, what do they call those, rainwater?
I've lost it. Amanda keeps telling me that I keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
So it's where they collect the sediment down the flood water, the waters that come off the rains and the like before they get to the lake. Yeah, so they're trying to do a stack of work to drop the sediment rates out of the lakes, that's for sure. Although that was originally why this lake was created. was a sediment trap
Yeah.
before I got into the Murrumbidgee.
Trying to get the sediment out of the sediment trap.
That's right. Oh, I like that. That's come out really nice. Yeah.
There you go. I've been tugging on my whole life and I've never experienced this part of the
No,
suburb.
either have I.
Well, you've been all through every other suburb.
So this might be this whole area done. We'll just stop here for a sec. Those trains will be tricky at night time.
What was that?
Chains will be tricky at night time. You come ripping through there on a bike.
Yeah.
So what was that one? That was a little. We'll just check the map here. So that was a crescent. Nice and easy.
And then it's like, which suburb are you doing? Like Greenway. She goes, oh, that'll be good. Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows how long it's been since I've been on the bike.
Yeah. Nice way to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a bit of fitness stuff at home, like just exercising it, and just lost the routine of it. Once it got colder.
We'll try and schedule another one for another fortnight's time as well.
Yeah.
Find somewhere else. I mean, even though it's a bit of a tough one, we might even go out and do Thara or something like that.
Yeah.
We might just turn around here and start in on this one, I think. So now we're on the west side of Greenway. So we've done the east side, on the west side now. Morning.
Morning.
Actually, that's like almost the first person we've seen on the street today.
Yeah.
Very quiet place.
Everyone else has been on the paths.
Right, so left down here.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting day for me tomorrow. So I'm dropping Fiona's car off to get serviced. She takes my car to work. I'm catching the bus home and the bus back.
Oh, right.
I haven't been on
How
a
long's it
bus.
been since you... Yeah.
Well, I went and bought a My Way card the other day just so I had to make sure I could get on the bus.
Yeah.
But now I've got to look at schedules and all sorts of things.
Yeah. Well, Google Maps has all the...
Yeah.
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 Handy.
It's just like, far out, I haven't done that in a long time. But I'm a big proponent of public transport, just haven't done it, that's all.
Yeah.
Let's go to this corner, come back out and do this.
No worries. What are you going to say? They'll give you a golf R for the day's
I wish.
car. When my car broke down, I was speaking to the hire car company that said, have you got a car in mind that you want to replace with this Porsche GT3? No. Oh, okay. Give me something equivalent then.
Oh, just give us an i30N or something like that.
Oh yeah, I could have gone that down there. No, but I got an Outlander, so
Okay,
just like,
that's all right.
Just like driving my car.
Yep, just almost exactly
Well,
like.
it is.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's got Android Auto, so it's even better. Don't want to give it back now.
Doesn't your work car have Android Auto?
The work car does, but the personal car doesn't.
Oh, doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
Because it's a 2013, so it's before that all became a thing.
Yeah, rightio.
But yeah, using it in the work car, I feel like I can't live without it now.
Yeah, well, certainly when I was working, I used it a lot, just sending messages and phone calls and the like. But it was very easy to use. In my car, it's been less than ideal, but I think that's because I had a really cheap cable in there, so I bought a better cable.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think the cheap cable is doing data very well.
No. So we got a little petrol tank and we got spare tyres for
Yep.
lawnmowers.
And service crew.
Yeah.
Oh, so we stayed in this place called Hell's Gate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They took us for a tour of the property, which was fantastic. Got to learn about this guy telling us, one of the owners telling us about the cattle farming and what they're trying to do there. We get back though for lunch, and there's a light plane parked under the tree at the front. We're like, well, that wasn't there before. We'll go around and come back onto this one, I think. I hope so. And there's the family, mum, dad and the daughter, sitting down at Hell's Gate having lunch. They'd flown in, filled it up with unleaded, because it was tuned to run on unleaded.
Yep.
Parked it, having lunch, and then they're off to do another flight off somewhere else. Basically, they were hopping across Queensland, Northern Territory, staying at stations and landing on beaches and camping for a couple of nights.
That's great.
You're just like, wow, what a life, what a way to spend your holidays.
Yeah. Lines in that house?
The ones on the outside here.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
I've been the inside ones there.
Oh, did you? Oh, that other street didn't come out. Oh, did it or didn't it?
Yeah,
That is to kill.
Tranquil waters again with the.
Yeah, with the nautical theme again.
It's the lake. It must be.
Exactly, that's right. It's going to smell like the sea.
Yeah. I think over the other side, Shoalhaven Garden. That's a bit of a stretch.
That's just a complex, isn't it? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we'll ride over to the other part of it now and get this done.
Easy.
Right, this is going to be a bit weird. We're going to go and sit in the middle of the roundabout.
Alright.
Just to do something a little bit different, that's all.
No worries. Oh, poor Maggie.
I'm going to quickly go this way. Yep. Well, alrighty folks, here we are. We're doing the last bit of Greenway now. We've just got to do this last western section. This will take us a little while to weave through all this, but we'll get there. This is all medium and high density through here. Remember for ages they had all those pillars uncovered?
Yeah, that's right.
I think they're trying to deal with the rust issue or something. Left here. Yeah, because that's all going down through there. Oh, what's up the lane? Is there anything up the lane? Looks like it's just car parking. It's not too bad, is it? Just amazing though, considering where we are. This is so quiet right now.
Yeah. You're anchored on one street and anchored on one side after.
Yeah. So when Bill and I rode Kingston, the closer you got to the Kingston shops, the busier the streets got. Just generally got busier and busier and busier. It's just amazing how much busier they actually got. I'm not really seeing that here. No. But it's not really, although by the same token, the street doesn't serve any purpose if you're trying to get somewhere fast.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what a suburban street should do.
Yes. Stop the rat running and...
Yeah, that's right.
All I feel like I'm doing in the old suburbs is just going from one silly little street to another.
Yeah. We'll do the roundabout and go back. That was a nervous driver back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about breaking that. I thought better let the bus go through.
Yeah, rather than come to this big.
Yeah, yeah. Check out the green and the orange.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
It is a bit odd, isn't it? I wonder why they've done that. So folks, you might be wondering, why on earth are they riding through here? What possibly could there be in residential that's around here? Well, if you look up now, we look where the camera is, there's actually housing up here, there's accommodation in Four Seasons house here. It's always been here, I never really knew about it till one day we went there in a fire call. But yeah, there's a couple of apartments up there. We'll go down and around and come into that way.
Better idea than crossing Reed Street.
Yeah. So this is where I used to work, Health Insurance Commission, many years ago. So back then they used to make Medicare cards and DVA cards. And for a brief moment there, they were testing the Australia card. And that was not part of the Australia card, but certainly I knew about it because it was being managed through the Health Insurance Commission for some reason.
Because that's the equivalent of Social Security.
I don't know what. So long ago now, I can't really remember what it was about. I think it's just like every resident, every Australian has an ID card.
Yeah.
But it got shut down for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's weird, we all 90% of the adult population, I'm suspecting, goes and gets a license. It's the same thing in the end.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the big deal is. There's probably going to have more stuff attached to it, voodoo, black magic stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the other side we rode over before. And just right ahead of us on the other, in the helmet camera right now is where we started. So this is called South Key. Over in Deakin, this place called EQ. Wonder if there's an equivalence there of some sort. So I know, do you know who lives in this area?
No.
Yeah, I know a couple of people live here. They really enjoy it actually.
Okay.
So it's pretty central. Easy walk to the shops.
Yeah.
And see the building here.
Oh. Another one.
Yeah. I thought they'd done and dusted all the building. So we'll go to the other side and do the other one. Well, we need to do this front side here. Actually, let's go just back here. So we're going to go up here, jump on the road here and just ride back all the way down to the last set of roads down there. Do you know what that building there was back in the day?
Ansett.
Yeah.
I remember it being Ansett.
Yeah, an Ansett call centre.
Yeah.
And then another year later they went bust.
Yeah, all went under. Yeah, right, because Mum used to work in the Commonwealth Bank branch.
Ah,
So
right.
we'd pick her up, we'd drive past it every day. So
Yep, gotcha.
I remember it's an Ansett building.
It's taken a long time for it to be repurposed.
Yeah, it's been vacant for ages, hasn't
it's going to go along the front here, come back on this path and go down there. Although we might let's just go to Oakton Street. We'll come back on it.
Yeah, the next one's closed, I think. Special breed to be a crane driver.
Oh yeah. Well, you think it'd just be all computers these days?
Yeah.
You'd think. Morning.
Nice cafe there.
The 2 before 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We've had a couple of breakfasts there.
Yeah. I think they're moving closer to becoming licensed, so then that may make them a bar.
Well,
it's
then
a little hangout for.
think about your clientele.
Yeah.
Okay, U-turn. You know, that's just all about opportunity, isn't it? Just seek, looking for those opportunities and grabbing hold of them. But on a week, if you come down here on a weekend, I mean, that place is just packed.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's sitting out, every outside sitting. Just great to see people enjoying the outdoors. It's worked. I wonder how high this is going to go. And this one's finally been done after all these years.
Yeah. There's about 10 centimetres clearance between the frame and the fence.
That's what I was looking at as well. They'll obviously work that out.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go across and up.
No worries.
Blimey. Oh no, here we go. Got a break. I mean, the mechanical workshops out at ESA, those guys and gals did a fantastic job out there. Just all the different skill sets you need to sort of acquire and get hold of. And
My mate's dad works there.
all right.
He says he doesn't know why he didn't do something like that sooner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he said like going from being a mechanic just at a branded shop
Yep.
to now also getting all the benefits of a he gets a higher wage
Yeah.
doing what he does there, and he
that's
gets all the
right.
benefits of a higher super.
They work
He used
pretty
to-
hard though.
Yeah, he used to have to chase his lots for his super.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
just have that all off your mind is worth the.
Well, I like the idea you just work on so many different types of vehicles
Yeah,
and so many different types of systems.
yeah.
Water and oil hydraulic systems.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go down here.
Apparently he loves that aspect of it, of all the different. Getting to work on these brand spanking new trucks with all this crazy technology.
That's it. Well, Tristan, I think we're almost at the end of our ride today, actually. So that's been like the flattest ride we've ever done, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. So thanks for coming along for the ride. It's been a good day. We've now done Greenway, so to everybody else, we'll see you in the next video and see what that looks like. See where we end up, because we've got no idea. Cheers. Everywhere else. I just can't believe that something's like 3 metres wide and 10 centimetres deep is the equivalent to that stormwater drain and that stormwater drain. So that was the other side we rode over before, and just right ahead of us on the helmet camera right now is where we started.